attach and disconnect panda cam. I just said that. We had some drop frames there for a moment. I'm on the Wi-Fi. If you prefer Wi-Fi, we say Wi-Fi. Yeah, with buffering. Hungarians say this wonderful word, Wi-Fi. I love it. So we got the protected pass pawn here. No reason to be passive, I guess. Let's take a moment to really think about our situation. Make some sensible moves. It's kind of difficult to call either side is really better here. It looks very blocked. I don't see a break for either side realistically. I mean, white could play g4. It's super dangerous. a4 is a weird move. So a4 is just a weird move. Possibly a bad move. But I'm not sure. Maybe not. Very, very weird. Weirdless. We're back on now. The weirdless. What's happening? Who knows? Pretty difficult for either side to make progress. I mean, it would involve playing g4 or g5, which are both risky moves. Maybe I can pressurize him on the b file more easily. Of course, he can defend that, which is what we're seeing right here. Whoa. Alright. The Ponda. He's like, yeah. Yeah, that's good.
Well, yes.
I just am not into the yes button. The no button is way better than the yes button. Dude, it's the panda cam. Look. Oh, hey, what's up? Nice h4. Don't grab him by the ear, man. Oh. It's just a pick. Alright. I'm just going to offer a draw here. This is very, very closed and blocked. I don't think either side can really make progress, but make progress. The engine is calling me better. And it's saying like play b4 for white. I mean, that's not a move I would consider for white, really. You know, that's strange. So the engine thinks I'm better here. I gave him a draw in a better position. Easier said than done, Stockfish. I'm a nice guy, what can I say? How's our stream? It's looking better now. We had some drop frames off and on. So if it gets really problematic, we'll go back to the wired internet. But I need my USB port for the Panda Cam. Almost a win. Feels like a win. But check this position out, guys. Just a moment, I want to pause on the point where I thought forever with 94, because this is a really interesting position. Look at the evaluation here. It says this is awful for white. Stockfish just hates white's position and thinks I should take. Or maybe play bishop f5. So I decided after like forever. You know, the engine suggests also bishop e6, c5, and then knight e4, which definitely, you know, seems pretty logical. I decided to play the kind of crazy knight e4 right away. And I just want to see if my analysis was justified. It's a pretty interesting move. I mean, the computer says he played, it looks like the best. But this was the coolest line, knight takes d5. And I played queen a5 check, and this is why I spent like 2 minutes on this position. Because this was tricky to evaluate. You know, this is like probably bad for white if you play this. really nice pawn sacrifice with excellent play for black. So S4 did well, you know. He did well not to go into this. All right, Bobby's up next. He won't have time to troll in the stream if he's busy playing. Bob, don't type in lyrics to kind of wishy-washy classic rock songs, please. All right. D4. So, what are we going to do? All right. Play our normal opening. I just felt it would be really hard to break through there. The computer gave me much bigger advantage than I imagined I could possibly have in the final position against Saul. Having said that, I think A4 was a weird move, dude. I mean, if he doesn't play A4, he has no problems in that and whatever you want to call it, you know, that late middle game. He has absolutely no problems. Bob, what's up? The London system? The Tory attack. Panda's like, yeah. Tory attack with H4. Soltico's like, can you accept my challenge around 6 p.m. please? Oh man, that's far in the future. You expect me to remember that I have like Alzheimer's, and you expect me, Soltico, to remember that? Soltico's our moderator. He's done a lot to help us, guys. Just take a moment to thank him. Soltico has to give me bits so that I even pay attention to him. That's really sad, dude. Come on now. I told you just to type in caps. Did you try caps? You know, just tweet like Donald Trump. It works every time. You can get attention by putting everything in all caps. Guaranteed. Alright, A5. I like this variation. It's not, you know, without its faults, but I like A5. Ray Clay. What's up, Mr. Coffee? But Mr. Mule Skinner was here. I didn't really read him. I'm just saying, if you have problems communicating, type in all caps. You know, Roman Gingy actually was using that like way before Trump. I mean, Gingy was like the man. He would like curse people out on the Internet Chess Club while I was sitting there watching him. He's yelling at them with typed chat, you know. Just yelling at them with cap, you know, 4-letter words. I mean, I learned the art of this, like, cursing people out way before 2017. The typed cursing. I was like, dude, that's so childish. This A3 move I've seen pretty frequently. I think Eric Cook played this against me. And maybe a stronger player. There might have been a game with an IM. Robin was like the master of the type caps, blasting people. While Donald Trump was still building casinos in Atlantic City. A3. So should I go back to E7 here? I mean, it's almost worth it. Yeah, let's try it. Bob's a lower rated player. I want to play for a win. I'm willing to take risks to play for a win against the lower rated player. I think the bishop takes d2 is a more correct move. Those are panda emotes, right? No. What is that, Two Shark? They look like pandas. Those are pandas, right? Two Shark says bishop b7 is the main line. I mean, I don't think that A3 is the main line of anything. I think that A3 is like a very infrequently played move. I wouldn't think that anything is main line. Well, white does that. But when you say yeah, bishop b7, of course you're trading pieces with bishop b4. It's normal to play bishop takes d2 check. Too sharp. This is not a line. This is a very uncommon variation. I think A3. I mean, you can call it whatever. You can call any position a line if you want to. I don't mean to be contradictory, but I really don't think that, you know, you're going to find a lot of like super top players who use the move A3. It feels kind of like second rate. I guess at this point we could transpose to a kind of Queen's Gambit, but I don't really like that. You know, the D5 type of thing. Otherwise, we're playing D6, right? The D6 seems normal, but it is passive. Bob says A3 is first rate. We'll see after the game. And I don't trust the lichess opening explorer. Bob can bust out his chess base because he's a proud owner of chess base. Can bust out the real database and see. But I don't know. What do you think, Ananas? What do you think about A3? Ananas is kind of a connoisseur of actually Catalan positions. He would be more comfortable with G3 having been played. So Bob's going for the throat with the not so surprising E4. That's a good move. Interesting lines here, like E5, take, knight takes E5, knight takes E4. Knight takes E4, queen D4. E5, take. Knight takes E5, knight takes E4, knight takes F7. Knight takes F2. Is that a cool variation? What do you guys think? Knight takes F7, knight takes C3, knight takes D8, knight takes D1. Knight takes F7. That looks good, kind of good. So I can do this. Let's see, take. Queen D4. I'm way behind in development there. So instead of doing that, I think we should probably just play knight on BD7, but I'm not sure I can do that, because E5 will be a real problem. Maybe I'm just supposed to castle when E5 is kind of overextending for white. But it's counterintuitive. I don't know. You know, if E5 really overextends, it's possible I've just given Bob a very good position. Do we get enough play? Do we get enough play here with like E5, take, knight FD7? Maybe. There's pawn to like H4 moves. Tushar can say what he wants, but I mean, I lost the Erdos Victor like this, playing bishop E7 in one of these bogos. It was not the same variation, but something similar. Okay, now E5 becomes a lot more interesting. This almost looks like a real variation. Oh, he doesn't even consider the lines, like taking and shutting it down. I mean, chess-based light is just useless, in my opinion. There is really, it's just, you can't operate with that like in a serious level. You can't even like copy and paste games off of chess-based light. It's extremely annoying. It's virtually useless. Okay, so what should we do here while the time is ticking away? Coming up with a plan would be good. Knight H5. This is reminding me of a game. But he has simply knight takes E5 there. It doesn't work. Darn it. Well, knight H5 doesn't work because of knight takes E5, correct? Correct? The bishop's on D2. Black's position seems dubious. Acerbate would like this. It's very what's it called? The Benoni. Did you see what Carlsen did against... That was ridiculous. What was going on with the game against Navarra? He was down a queen without enough compensation and Navarra lost. I mean, it's just... Yeah, maybe he was okay, but like winning? Navarra's nerves or something, and what is up with that? How did he possibly lose? It's just crazy. Alright. Well played by Bob. Now we're just taking drastic measures. The pawn does like, H4 is coming. So a4, bishop c2. That doesn't look healthy. I have time to play knight bd7. Also interesting is knight fd7. I think I like that. Undeveloping. One of my only developed pieces. Dual purpose move. I'm obviously planning f5. Panda's like, it's our little secret, Panda. Knight a6 to c5. Now, if you play knight a6, they do this trick where they play b4. That wouldn't work here, though. So your idea of knight a6 to c5, it's not a big deal. I mean, if I play knight a6, he can play like b3, knight c5, bishop c2, and then slowly oust my knight with b4. I'm not that convinced. So I have another plan for Bobby here. But I think white is, according to the engine, probably better. h4. This is definitely a moment for Panda. He's like, yeah, baby.
Yes. Yes, 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 yes.
Yes! Yes, Panda. There's the one we like. So h4, man, that's where the money is. You just go for it. Soltico style. Sophisticated move, preventing bishop g5. Bishop takes h4 leads to a very strong attack for white. Combining positional thinking with tactics. Very important skill. It's definitely not a classical move, Bob. If you're not comfortable with it, then don't play it, you know. But I'm just making the suggestion for active players, this is a very good move. Rook pawns also do well with bishops, traditionally. I love h4. It's not a joke. I can't take the pawn without getting crushed. But I can play this blockading plan with knight c5 and a4 and just try to hold on, I guess. We try to play knight c5, a4, and if he triple attacks it, I guess I can defend it with... Wish I had time for knight d7. a4, queen d1, knight d7, knight takes a4, knight takes e4, bishop takes e4. I lost the pawn. So I'm going to have to make a very awkward move there. Wait, a4. Okay, then I could think about taking on h4. That also doesn't work. So there's some problems here. We're coaching Bob as we play here, it seems like. He's actually using my moves during the game. Oh, man, what am I going to do? All right. Really no other choice. Now I've left him in a strange situation he might not be comfortable with. Why not just, yeah, castle kingside, Bob? That's definitely the right move here. If he's going to blindly listen to my suggestions, he played h5. Okay, now this may be a good move. But it may not. I'm on the fence on this one. Because I have bishop g5 now. I mean, that may just be okay for me. That was the whole point. You know, the other point was trading off the dark square bishop. My bad bishop. Not to say white is in any danger, but I like playing bishop g5. So guys, no stream Tuesday and Thursday. We're going to be back on Friday. We never have a stream on Wednesday now during the summer. Okay, Bobby is getting frisky with us. So I need to start thinking. This move is a huge cop-out. Oh no, he can win the pawn with queen takes f4, and this move feels wrong. It's like a move that doesn't really contribute anything to my position. I'm putting my queen in a strange place. It's like hope chess. But I see his time ticking down. There won't be a tournament this Tuesday. You guys can organize a tournament on your own, in my honor, or in your own honor, if you prefer. I think you should organize a tournament on your own, guys. Alright. In honor of the stream. Takes with the pawn there. Wow. El Dynamico. Ooh, this could get kind of weird. Now what am I going to do? Knight moves. Man, this is scary. It's getting scary. Bob's getting like direct threats. He seems to be at home here. F4, just going with it. Oh no. I don't like this anymore, mommy. He offered a draw. I don't like this anymore. Does Bob... Oh, this is Bob's new account. Bob has had draws probably with his old account. Yeah, I don't like my position anymore. I feel like Bob is better. Maybe almost winning here. So I'll take a draw. Whoops. I'm just clearly worse. The last couple moves I played too quickly. Queen F4 was probably bad. Computer disagrees, says I'm okay here. Now it's coming around and realizing I weight is a little bit better. It takes a while for Stockfish to get to my level. Bob, well played, man. Well played. I didn't handle this well. This Queen F4 was where I started to lose the thread. I should have played H6. This was my first instinct, but it felt like I'm getting driven away. Then I can play Queen F4. Queen H4. Alright, so that was a slighted accuracy. Good game, Bob. Nice job. Draw. First draw for Bob in a very long time. Abu Fazl is not a subscriber. Mule Skinner next subscriber, followed by Ananas. Soltigo at 6. And Court Quater. But keep in mind, guys, this is not a stream where I'm taking all challenges in order. Taking the subscribers first. So just to argue, to prove my point here in the opening, and probably be wrong. I mean, if you look at the stats, okay, he's, you know, I mean, A3 is a move that has, you got 1,600 games with G3, 519 games with Knight C3, and then you've got like 136 games with A3, which I think is lame, you know, but whatever. Stockfish will probably change his mind about that move after a while, but Queen C2 for me is a better move than A3. It's a developing move. A3 doesn't develop anything. It's a kind of waste of time. So Tushar is like Bishop E7 is the main move. It's not, dude. Check it out. It's like 115 games and the bishop takes D2. This is absolutely the principal decision. Not just to say that I'm right, but I'm right. You know, Bishop E7 is a risky move. And black has a good score there, note. Very good score based on a very small sample size. Is recommended in a repertoire book. It has a point. Yeah, no, I mean, it's playable. I just doubt that it's like a great move overall. In a vacuum. Okay, so Mule Skinner. Mule Skinner is up. He's super tough to play against. What is that? Do I have all draws so far today, or did I win one? How can we avoid the French defense? I avoided the French defense. Yes. Okay. But no Grand Prix attacks. How can we avoid the Grand Prix attack next? Practically impossible. What am I going to do about the Grand Prix attack? His next move is Knight C6. I mean, I actually recommended the reverse Grand Prix attack in some videos on Chess Lecture years ago. I think it might even be better with black than it is for white. Somehow, having like one less move forces white to unveil his plans. Alright. H4. No. Let's just play G3. Oh, instantly. He pre-moved Knight C6. Mule Skinner is playing fast here. So what are we going to do to cross his Grand Prix attack plans? Nothing really. The F5. There it is. I have suggested Knight H3 to some people, in the early going. Well, I guess e3 is the best move. And then if you play d5 like Michael Brooks did against me, it's actually not that easy for both sides. White probably still has a tiny edge. I had 2 games. White against Michael Brooks and black against Robert Torma. Both were draws. I think I had a 3rd game where I beat like a FIDE master with black in a d5 sack. There might have been a different position though, I don't remember. That's the story I told many times when Michael Brooks played d5 against me back in like 1992, whenever the heck it was. I sat there for like 30 minutes. You know, I was like dumbfounded. I didn't know the sacrifice existed, and I really literally like was freaked out. You know, and I didn't want to ruin my tournament, so I just tanked and tanked and tanked, and then came up with a reasonable line. Alright. That's great. So he played bishop b4 finally, not playing knight d2. I'm just going to develop. This is an opening that bishop b4 check, bishop d2, bishop b7. It's a different position at 2 sharp. It's a different position. But bishop takes d2 check is also good there. It really depends on what your goals are. I've never really played the bishop b4 check, bishop e7 line. Dragon Kosic, a friend of mine, does play that. Quite a good solid line, kind of Ulf Anderson style, if you like. Let's try to turn this out against this bishop on b4. But please don't feed the trolls. They're really pathetic. Everybody can see that. They don't deserve even one mention. Knight d5. Reversed Grand Prix attack. Mule Skinner's favorite opening is the Grand Prix attack with white. I mean, even like a credible troll would like not really deserve mention, but uncredible trolls. C takes d5. So, okay. Do we have any tricks here? Queen b3, not especially great. I mean, you could play like bishop d6, hide there. This is a typical variation you'd see with colors reversed. But I don't want to make a mistake now. I guess f4 is like a Galyash Miklos idea. I swear I saw him play f4 in a position like this. But maybe like after castling. To go here is kind of an insane idea, but it's pretty interesting. That looks really funky. They're embarrassing my bishop. Okay, I totally didn't expect this move. I think it's just a blunder. Did we just win a piece here? Just take? Some sort of trick? Sophisticated sacrifice? Queen b3? Queen b3 c5 doesn't work. I win a piece, don't I? How do I not win a piece here? Two Sharks said, I'm going off chat. Have fun, chat. And you did receive my PayPal donation. I did, yeah, I did mention it. So, thank you so much. Rigatoni Cappuccino. d5, d6, and then you win the bishop after check. Well, here I'm just taking with Discover check and taking on b7, which is resigns. Mule Skinner played too quickly. 30 million viewers. What, like PewDiePie? What are you talking about? Alright. Abafazel, Ananas. Soltigo is at 6 o'clock. We have an appointment. Ananas. Laluo. I don't know if you subscribe to the stream. I'm going to take the subscribers first. What do you mean, should I train? Tactics or endgames? What do you think I think? Both. No, but I mean, and as for you, I think maybe the tactics would be good. Strategically, you seem quite good to me. You know, and the opening seemed decent. So I think, you know, you've narrowed it down to 2 places where you can obviously improve. But if I had to choose, you know, for like immediate results, I didn't think your endgame is really bad. You're clearly superior positionally than tactically in my mind. So you're weak in endgames. We don't get that many endgames to judge people here. Sorry guys, it's my move and I'm just sitting here chatting. But I think the tactics is easier to apply. It's not easy to train tactics. I mean, I was talking to one of my students who's had some bad results lately. He's been like dropping pieces, and he doesn't play blitz, but I think that playing 5-minute blitz is good. He asked me, did I do a lot of tactics problems when I was coming up, and actually the answer is no. I liked a lot the Encyclopedia of Chess Middle Games by Chess Informant. ID Bart, thanks for subscribing. Just make the game so crazy you never reach an endgame. Yeah, that's what S4 does. There are certain players who play for chaos, you know, and obviously, in their cases, the endgame isn't quite as important. If the game's going to be like decided in the middle game every time. But okay, we'll get